Thank you so much for joining us. We'll send it back to you guys upstairs.
All right, Megan, thanks very much. We appreciate it as we get ready for the 4th inning here at Orleans, and you know what that means. It's hometown announcer inning as we take a look at the best college baseball players each week here in Fox College Sports. We also get a chance to hear from some of the top college announcers, and we're happy to be joined by Logan Ratick, Syracuse Orange. Logan, take it away.
Well, thank you, Eric. Back here at Eldredge Park, we're in the top of the 4th inning between the Firebirds and Commodores. And the first pitch to Trevor Larnach is cut on and missed. A good slider there from McCarty. 0-1. Just a beautiful night for baseball here in Orleans. Fans lining the hill along the first base side. And the maximum crowd this season has been 2303. So just a lot of loyalty out here on the lower part of the Cape.
Well, it's just a great place to watch a ball game. It really is. And really not a bad seat in the house as all the fans bring their blankets, their lounge chairs, and get here early enough to get a front row seat up and down the first and third base lines.
As a 1-1 pitch to Larnach is in the dirt for ball 2. Trevor Larnach has reached base safely in 20 consecutive games. And this is just his 21st game in the Cape Cod League, so the only game he didn't reach safely in was the first game of the season. McCarty out of the windup. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses outside. It's quickly 3-1 on Larnach.
Well, Larnach very patient, and he goes up there. He walked his first time up, and again here he's worked a 3-1 count, so good sense of the strike zone.
And the 3-1 pitch misses in the dirt, so the second walk to Larnach this evening, and he's the leadoff base runner for the Commodores here in the top of the 4th. There's Kelly Nicholson in the Orleans Firebirds dugout. And he's in his 11th season managing the Orleans Firebirds, was a pitching coach for 4 years prior and a 2005 Cape Cod champion in his rookie season as manager. And the first pitch is bunted third base side. Fielding it there is McCarty, fires to first. It's going to be a high throw for Paul, and reaching safely is Josh Watson. So 2 on and nobody out for the Commodores here in the top of the 4th.
Well, an excellent bunt by Josh Watson. He couldn't put it in a better spot, right down the third base line. Credit to Kirk McCarty, the pitcher, to try to get there and make the play, but you got to give credit to that man right there. Excellent sacrifice, but it ends up being a single. Actually, looks like he was bunting for a hit as he pushes that one down the third base line. And you see McCarty really trying to make a strong throw, but not with Watson down that line.
So the first pitch to the next batter, Berger, is bunted third base side. Benj fires to first. He gets the out. But advancing to second is Watson. Larnach over to third, and the Commodores now have 2 runners in scoring position here in the 4th inning.
Now some small ball here by the Commodores as back-to-back bunts. Watson was more of a bunt for a single. That time Berger looked like he was turning. He was trying to move those runners into scoring position. You see him turn early enough, and again, an excellent bunt right down the third base line. And he does his job moving him over.
And now they're going to intentionally walk Tyler Lawrence, and let me tell you why. So Lawrence today is 0 for 1, but July 5th against the Firebirds, he went 3 for 4 with a double and a run scored. And the first meeting between these two teams in Falmouth on June 24th, Lawrence went 2 for 4 with a double, 4 RBIs and a run scored. So he's had the Firebirds number so far this season.
Well, they're not going to take a chance. They're going to load the bases with 1 away.
As a 3rd one misses wide to Lawrence. So the bases are going to be loaded for Caden Grenier. So Lawrence will take his base. So the bases are loaded for the shortstop out of Oregon State. And I'll tell you a good story about Caden Grenier. He's a passionate chef, and he apparently makes great ribs. So a great story about him is that he was invited to be one of the helper chefs at a party for Justin Timberlake. And he had to turn that down because he was playing baseball.
Huh.
So Grenier 0 for 1. He bounced back to the pitcher McCarty to lead off the second. First pitch to the right-hand hitter is in the air, first base side. Paul giving it a chase, so is the pitcher McCarty, but Ethan Paul calls him off for out number 2.
McCarty really off that mound in a hurry, and he wanted it, but it was Ethan Paul who makes the play. He calls him off, and he makes the basket catch. McCarty very aggressive off that hill. Watch how quickly He recognizes it and tries to get into the position, but Ethan Paul calling him off like he should, and the basket catch for the out.
So 2 down, and the bases loaded for the number 8 hitter in Tyler Holton. Left-hand hitter out of Florida State, and the first offering from McCarty is chopped off of his leg, foul. 0-1. Well, Tyler Holton, the last time that these two teams faced each other back on July 5th at Falmouth, Holton was the starting pitcher for Falmouth. He went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Was on a 30-pitch limit, according to his Florida State head coach, Mike Martin, but he's a guy that's showing off the versatility, and he's in the starting lineup for the Commodores here this evening.
Oh, he has an opportunity here with the bases loaded. There are 2 away, but Falmouth trying to get a run on the board.
0-1 from McCarty's a slider down and away, and the count even at 1-1.
Nice pitch there by McCarty. That slider just breaking right on the outside corner as he picks up the strike. Late movement, and not much Holton can do with that pitch.
So down to the count 0-2 is Holton, and the pitch misses downstairs with a slider, 1-2 on the number 8 hitter. Well, sideline reporter Megan O'Brien said before that Kirk McCarty had the opportunity to play high school football under Brett Favre in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And he said, I was a good quarterback, threw 80 touchdowns, but I thought baseball was the better path. That's why he's here on the Cape. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 as McCarty gets him with a slider down and away. And the Commodores strand the bases loaded here in the 4th inning. No score between Orleans and Falmouth here on Fox. Back at 103-year-old Eldredge Park here in Orleans, Massachusetts. You can see the fans lining the hill along the first base side as another great crowd on hand tonight for a Cape Cod matchup between the Falmouth Commodores and the Orleans Firebirds. No score between these two teams. Falmouth is 2-0 against the Birds this season as Orleans looks to take a game here at their home field. Leading it off is the catcher and cleanup hitter, Riley Adams. And a first pitch slider is inside, 1-0. Adams is from Encinitas, California, plays his college ball at the University of San Diego, and on one of his recruiting trips, he had the opportunity to meet Chris Bryant, who's now the 3rd baseman for the Chicago Cubs, as a 1-0 pitch is a slider on the outside corner, 1-1. But Riley Adams, also a 2nd-degree black belt in karate, and he led his high school Canyon Crest Academy in San Diego in points and rebounds for a single season, as a 1-1 pitch is going to be called a ball by the home plate umpire Jeffrey Mertzel, 2-1. A 37th round pick by the Chicago Cubs in 2014 is Riley Adams, as a 2-1 for Pasatino is lifted first base side out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, the man on the mound, Jeff Pasatino, came into this ball game and still has the best ERA in the league. It was .72 entering this contest, as he's fired 3 scoreless innings, and he's just allowed 2 earned runs on the year. The right-hander into the windup in the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as Adams just got tied up on that pitch for out number 1.
What a great pitch right there. Lots of movement on the fastball, really tying up Riley Adams. Take a look at, it's like actually a changeup, and you see this pitch. Really, look at the movement, the late movement, really eating Riley Adams. The last moment, nothing he can do with that one. That's a tough pitch by Pasantino as he picks up his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
First pitch to the right fielder, Adam Hazley, misses outside, 1-0. Adam Hazley, a 3rd-team All-American according to Baseball America at utility. He pitches and plays outfield at University of Virginia. Righty to lefty and the 0-1. Fastball upstairs, a ball and a strike. But Adam Hazley has the 7th best average in the Cape Cod League coming into play tonight. It was at .325.
We see his numbers at Virginia. 6 home runs, 37 RBIs. As he swings and misses. That changeup by Pasantino has been filthy tonight. That's another one right there. Picked up the strikeout on Adams and quickly jumps ahead 1-2 here on Hazley.
Pitch to Hazley, slider off the plate away for ball 2. Well, I mentioned he pitched at the University of Virginia, and I talked to his father actually 2 nights ago at a Brewster game, and I said, is Adam going to pitch it all this year? And he said, nope, he wants to focus on hitting and playing the field. We've seen him in center and right. And he's got a great bat and a really strong arm. As a 2-2 pitch is a fastball up and away, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hazley comes into this ball game with an on-base percentage over 400 as a payoff is lined to left center field. That's sinking quickly, and it's down for a base hit. A 1-out knock for Adam Hazley, and the Birds are in business here in the 4th.
Well, Hazley picking up the base hit on the changeup. So he saw a lot in this at bat, and he stays back on this one, and he hits it the other way. And that's a very pretty swing. Saw a couple changeups already, stays back, and he hits it right into left center field as he picks up a base hit. The 4th hit of the night here for Orleans.
And that brings up the DH, Peyton Squire. Plays his college ball at UNLV. Has played left field, right field, and third base for the Firebirds this season. And the first pitch is chopped too short. Grenier steps on the bag for 1, on to first, and that's an inning-ending double play. So the Birds go quietly here in the 4th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the 5th inning here at Eldredge Park. No score between Falmouth and Orleans. You're watching Cape Cod Baseball on Fox College Sports.